Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, grasshoppers. If there's an odd number, I will duck out. But we are going to crank out several, if not more, instructional streams today, if we have time. I've been looking at the original games of William Steinitz as well. We do need to do a pre-Informant stream using the original Informant layout of 500 master games of chess, 100 master games of chess. Oh! No! Someone jumped in at the last minute. I apologize. But it does give me time to go get coffee. That was my original plan. I was hoping for an odd number. I ducked out just in time. I can only apologize. But the top players get a game right off the bat. No one gets a full point buy. One would think. C'est la vie. It is happened. It has happened. Say it isn't so, Moneypenny. So 1800, we're going to feature Ron's game since he was the first in the stream. And I am grabbing coffee. I have the coffee. It says it on stream. Some of these don't need to be in YouTube. Good morning, Ron. This is, by the way, a Chess Informant stream. Please check out the amazing deals of Chess Informant. If you are here without a game, as I am.
Said, hello, John.
Did you get the Swedish version of the podcast? Unfortunately, you got the unedited version. I cranked out one right off the bat in Swedish subtitles, as I learned I could do it. It takes so long to generate the subtitles. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes of exporting to get the subtitles that I failed to do a newer version with Swedish subtitles just for you. It was crazy. I'll be right back, Ron. The new episode of the French Bishop Chesscast is out. And I'm quite happy to say that it is. And we're off. I have exactly 3 minutes for coffee. Yeah. Just in time. What did we miss? How did this happen? It's an Alekhine's defense turned into Scandinavian variation. By the way, the Scandinavian variation is with oh, we got skewered. I see. So here we are struggling with 5 seconds. We can do it, Ron. Maybe we can't. But we can try. Queen check g6. Queen takes f6. Well, queen f5 would have been more effective, perhaps. I felt.
Now Erds.
Oh, we might survive this.
Hello there.
Maybe we won't survive it. But let's see what the opponent does. Arg, no choice. Maybe we're not going to survive it. Good morning, no words. I was checking out your world calendar link from the staff chat. It looks great. I did not get a chance to get it into place this morning. I rarely do new things on the weekends. Actually, I can't say that's true. I do new things whenever I darn well try to attempt it. Ooh. Bishop d3. Can we do it? Grr. I wanted that h4 square for the stalemate. I really did. I wanted to have the king on h4 for the stalemate, but it's so hard to get rid of a bishop. Do we still have weather? We do have weather. Instead of having to ask no words, it is freaking summer in Johannesburg. I'm coming, man. I'm coming. Yes. Sign me up. So sorry, Ron. You got skewered. That was a good skewer, though. That was a good skewer. I'm going to take that skewer, actually. Oh, where was it? I'm taking this skewer. Where's my skewer? Hey. Chessable holding? What's going on here? There's a chess base hiccup somewhere. I don't know what's going on, but my chess base seems to have a little bit of a hiccup. Short of closing everything, I won't be able to find it. But let's head back to our game. So yesterday, I believe we dominated with e4. Or did we play d4? Anyway, let's make today a d4 stream. Did you see my offerspiel score yesterday, Ron? I did very okay. I may expound on that one again later. In fact, that was quite the instructional run. I should have recorded some of it. I absolutely love this Botvinnik variation, but nobody ever plays it. Now, interestingly enough, the pawn is on c6, so we no longer have to be concerned about c5. So we're going to play this in pure Rubinsteinian fashion. Do I have to play it this way? I don't know. We're going to find out. We got to tuck ourselves away. Can't believe there's no pawn break. Is it time? Can I really sack this? Wow. That was craziness. What just happened there was absolute craziness. Out of here. We're out of here. Bishop d3, h5, h6, g4. Let's go for it. Wow, my opponent is not letting up in this manner at all. e4, d5. Fine. My dark squares are inherently absolutely weak. Well, that's interesting. Am I concerned about this? I am. Of course I'm concerned. Two rooks for a queen. I have 19 seconds. Two rooks for a queen, and I am very, very concerned. Just trying to keep the lines closed. We finally have a shot at this. Oh no. Yeah, we're running for it. No, we're not going to get mated. Not on purpose, anyway. We are intentionally attempting to run our opponent out of good moves. Oh no! I lost on time. I lost on time thinking about it. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. Good work, sir, whoever that was. Was that Azamat? Yeah, Azamat. Good work. I had to lose my first Blitz game after an amazing run yesterday. Whew. Can't believe what a good position I had, and I just couldn't move fast. I'm not quite there yet with the coffee. Can you imagine if they started testing for caffeine in Olympiad and sporting events? Alexa, is caffeine banned by the International Olympic Committee?
Here is what I found. Caffeine is currently banned by the International Olympic Committee as a doping agent.
Excuse me? I could never be an Olympian. I never had a chance. I would have to have my coffee. Okay. Alexa, while we're on it, is nicotine banned?
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding.
Well, while we're on it, Alexa, is nicotine banned by the International Olympic Committee?
Sorry, I don't know that.
Never mind. I guess not. It would be listed. Yeah, it's really totally unfair if Mormons are the only ones that can be Olympians, you know? Totally unfair. I don't mind that Olympians are the only ones that can be competitive athletes on the world scale, but yeesh. Alright, where is... Wow, my chest base really is, for some reason, hung up. Control Alt Delete. Let's do a little bit of this. Task Manager. I'm afraid to blast it, but I don't think I've opened anything except for... So there seems to be something going on with chest base, and I don't like it. Man, that hurt. It hurt to end chest base that way. It really did. I'm going to try to reopen chest base. And it remembered my position with the skewer. At least it remembered my position with the skewer.
Lorenzo said, "Hey John."
Good morning, Loren. How are you? Welcome back after all this time. How is your niece? How is everything?
Lorenzo said, "I have a joke for you. What is the scariest religion?"
Uh-oh. I'm afraid this relates to something that I was just talking about, but I have no idea.
Lorenzo said, "Buddhism."
Buddhism. Fascinating. Because they are one with everything? I can't imagine. I am scared of everything?
Lorenzo said,
Boo.
"Buddhism."
Buddhism. Boo. Boo, boo, boo. Boo. That one was really rough. Okay, so Steinitz did make it. Alright, fair enough. Let's close chest base before it gets me into trouble here. Oh no, did I not do I did the wrong stream title. Shoots, my stream title is wrong on Twitch, right? It says Alex Trapunski's birthday. I just realized that I had not opened.
Lorenzo said,
I brought everybody up to the right
"To answer
date.
your question, everything is good. Niece is good, work is good, life is good. My niece is going through the rough 8-year-old patch, lots of mood swings, but it's pretty normal."
Oh no, I'm not looking forward to that. Today it's going to be a Sicilian day. And against knight c3, I'm going to play my latest antidote that I prefer. I don't believe there's a book on this. But we will find out, since white played knight c3. I know white is loving it. If a6 is a powerful move against knight
Lorenzo
f3, a6
said,
should be an even greater
"Can
powerful
I choose
move
your next
against
open
knight
Sicilian
c3.
line?"
Let me know. What do you think? Absolutely. Let's go for it. Now we're going to go toward the other side since he only played d3.
Lorenzo said. Let's go with a nice classical Sicilian.
That's interesting. Can't believe that I hung a pawn to Clemens. Is Clemens the same player that beat our erstwhile friend?
Lorenzo said. Wait, may I change it? Nimzowitsch Sicilian.
Nimzowitsch Sicilian. Alright, we'll give it a shot. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, I was worried that he would do that. I could be very, very
Lorenzo
embarrassed here.
Said. I don't think you've played that much and it's an early sideline, so you have more chance of getting it.
That is a great idea. Alright, Nimzowitsch Sicilian coming up. I actually bought a recent book on the Nimzowitsch Sicilian. I felt it was really, really awkward. Primarily because I did not get my money's worth out of it at all. It's this very typical, what in the world is going on? That was not at all what I was expecting.
Lorenzo
Getting my
said,
pawn back.
It's quite a funky little opening.
Getting my pawn back. And more. Getting my pawn back and more. I got interest on it now. Fair enough. So, do I wish to do this? Yeah, I'll take the interest. Am I still going for the interest? I'm still going for the interest on this investment. Constantly interest earning. A lovely interest earning
Lorenzo
investment.
Said. That's how the bank gets you the interest repayments.
We have another one where that one came from. I'm just gaining time hand over fist here, it appears. Hand over fist. Do I want to do it that way? No. But one less weakness. He fell for it. I forgot why I didn't think he could play that move. One less weakness. One less pretty face. One less lonely girl. Lonely girl.
Pegasus Sway. Said. Lorenzo 33.
I am trying to lure this king into an area where we can.
Now Erds said. Lorenja 33 compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it, he who doesn't he pays it.
Finally. Trying to get my Rosen trophy. Pawn murder. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. Indeed. Great quote there, no words.
Lorenja said. Hey, a Pegasus sway.
Sydney, I'm trying to recall.
Shaken, not stirred.
Ira chess, good morning. Iraq chess. Or Iraq chess. I apologize. I stuttered in my thought there, seeing the two pawns. As normal.
Rakus. Thanks for following.
Wow, we've actually blown up into a nice stream here with a decent number of viewers. By the way, Chess Informant number 160 is the latest current YouTube learning vehicle. Chess Informant 160. You may find it in your local
said.
retailer.
What does a banker look for in a girlfriend? One who has interest in him. Pegasus Sway said. Stalemate is the last hope when you realize what a good player you are facing.
I'm sorry, Pegasus. Yeah, that one definitely deserved an investigation. Isn't there an investigation soundbite? Isn't that a movie quote? C4. How do I end up getting Ron all the time? This is, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, our 500th game. Our 500th game. It is quite hard to believe that this is our 500th game. I'm not castled on that side of the board, by the way. Just a heads up for those of you who hadn't noticed that I'm not castled yet on that side of the board. I'm going to let him do his darndest. Not that I'm going to castle on the other side of the board, but yes, we're asking for it. I understand that much. Huh? Are you really going to capture that? You might. I'm quite overworked here. That's kind of a rude awakening. Everything has gotten better than it used to be, for what it's worth. Everything has gotten better than it used to be. Can I go this way? I don't know. It's a good question. I just need that rook off of my third rank, I feel. I want to be able to move my pawns.
Samson S. Subramanian said, M.
Wow.
Samson S. Subramanian said,
Am I getting forked?
I Mulhupam Jade.
I could be getting forked. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Am I getting forked? Am I getting pinned? Am I getting skewered? Could be, but we will see. Oh man, in for a penny, in for a pound. We take one, he takes one. Oh, wise guy. You have that move? I don't like it. Why? How do I always end up getting a little bit on the funny side of these variations? On the funny side. Yeah, exactly what I should have avoided. Knight c6. Maybe, just maybe. He's offering me a peace. He's offering me a peace offering. Peace offering. Am I mated? No, I'm not mated, Ron. In the middle of the board, mind you. King e4. That was like an old Jinji bet. Roman Chinchashvili would wager with opponents. He would give them 5-to-1 time odds. And they got to name the square that he mated their king on. And of course, the king in the center is the most difficult one
Pegasus
to checkmate a king on.
Said, Jip 500, only 100 games left to next.
But Ron, did you get the Swedish translations? I posted it for you in the Discord for the French Bishop Chesscast. Please check out, those who are viewing, my memorable games on YouTube and subscribe. Sub, you have TTS if you chime in on YouTube. Your comments are available on TTS, but the YouTube audience is
Pegasus Sway said, have not read Discord today.
it's a DM, I believe. But I don't know how well Google does it, but I believe Google can put up Swedish subtitles. We need the best foreign translated subtitles for podcasts channel. You are Samson what? 1 second. Good morning. I thought you were giving me your lead chess name.
Pegasus Sway said, was out dancing last night, so I'm full of endorphins today, feels good.
And what does she have to say? Wow, they come and go very quickly. So what is Streamlabs counting as a Twitch viewer if are connected successfully? This is a D4 day. Elra chess, LRA, LRAC chess. Now we know. You use the lowercase. You know, I'm going for the Slav because I believe that those positions are much more vulnerable than the Caro-Kann. Caro-Kann is a rock. Caro-Kann is just a rock. But bump. La rock chess. A la peanut butter sandwiches. Let's put away some of those books on the sofa behind me tomorrow. Alright. I do get into trouble this way, to be honest. There is no doubt about it how much trouble I can get into. I'm not up a pawn in this variation, ironically. Not up a pawn so easily. It is extremely, extremely dangerous. 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 Danya. extremely dangerous. So in that position, I've never thought about trying for knight to b5 and bishop to b4. Now that I think about it, knight to b5 and bishop to b4 could be equally annoying and dangerous. But we have no pawns left, no knights left. If black had a knight developed, I think this would be a far greater experience for him. Do I want to do it this way? And now for something completely different. Where is that knight going? If your opponent wishes to play the Slav, let them. We're just going to invade, folks. That's all we're going to do. We're just going to keep invading on all those weak squares to the best of our ability. So check. Is this true? Is my knight getting forced back? That's craziness. Let us see. So now on rook takes. We're giving this up only microscopically. This is just a microscopic offer of an exchange as we fight for the only open file. Had to see this coming. Had to see this one coming. Chess. Everything's protected, right? So knight f2, king e3, knight e1. Ah, wise guy. Fine. Let's save that pawn first so that we can bother your knight. And then we'll see where you're going. Let's see what your big idea is now. As we're trying to find a very good square for our knight. Yes, this is the big difference. And now, knight takes or pawn takes? I think knight takes is the simplest. What does he have? Where does he go from here? Knight to c5, pawn takes. So knight f1 is not happening. Got his pawn back. I didn't see it coming. That was a good one, sir. That was a good one. What is our opponent's rating? L-Rock chess. Do we dare? And now for something completely irrelevant. Can I get there from here? No, huh? Not a chance, huh? Fine. Interesting. Uh-oh. This could be bad. And now for something completely different. Oh, we made our best guess. We made our best effort. Nice game. L-Rock, nice game. Thank you for joining the dojo. Namaste. I am FIDE Trainer. Please be certain to join the weekend dojo as well. Please be certain to join the weekend dojo as well. Nimzowitsch, Sicilian, coming up. Everybody should know what's happening. Even without the reward by Lauren, assuming that I get it. Arash, no. No, Arash, no. He left the playing hall. That's unfortunate. You will get his warning. As it turns out. What a bummer. We can keep track of things here, I guess. We're playing black in this position. 248. Let's reload. 152. RonHei's opponent has a very straightforward recapture. I did not think they were going to recapture in that way. I thought they were going to keep the center. Black is getting run over by pawns. I'm not sure why not d5. We could also be placing our rooks here as white. Let's reload just to make sure our game has not started. Arash is missing in action. Too bad you can't grab the corners of these boards and resize them. That would be pretty awesome. If you could grab the corners of these boards, the bottom right-hand corner of every Lee chess board allows you to resize it. And in your preferences, you can choose to always have the ability to resize. Not that size matters, but you can always choose to resize. That previous one was very clippable, by the way. Wow, he got d5 in with the full support. Ron got d5 in with the full support of all of these pawns. They're still not a threat, by the way. Still not a threat. Looks like I won my game, unfortunately. I would love to say that bishop d4 in Ron's game is the safest, but I feel like that is the most dangerous. Yes, that one contains the most dangerous threat. And it has not stopped. At all. Might have placed the other rook on f1 just because. Did see this coming. Rook f6. And that's why we needed the other rook on f1. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. The doubling of rooks on the g file may prove absolutely fatal, Moneypenny. No, you had rook to c6 and rook to h6, mate, Ron. You did have rook to g6 and rook h6. Were you worried about queen h3, queen f3? Interesting. This could be just as fatal then. But we don't have an attack. And rook f6 in the long run. You should have already had this pawn. And we get the same mate that we originally had after rook g6, rook g6, rook g8, rook h6. After all this time, history does repeat itself. He could have had that the very first time. What happened here? This was a b4 declined. So here I actually feel like getting this other rook up and over is better. But Ron prefers to give the opponent rook odds until the last possible minute. So had he gone rook takes g6, I'm not sure what they have in reply to this because there's even more coming after that. Now Ron may have wanted to avoid Queen H3. Oh, there was no Queen H3. I hallucinated. He had Queen H3. And there is no Queen H3. Silly me. Yeah, Queen H4 is met by Rook takes G7. So yeah, Rook takes G6 would have been best right away, but then Ron gets it decades later. Right now it's a psychological problem that I have with Ron. Threatening F5, and the G6 pawn is protected. F5, and you cannot take on G6. Your rook is somewhat trapped. Yeah. Listen to the stream. Backseating is allowed here because we are here to learn. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to learn. Now we just keep increasing our space advantage with the pawn. We can actually shove the pawn right now, but he's preferring to activate his king as well, and his knight. We might see a bishop and knight mate. We could see a bishop and knight mate. He doesn't really need that pawn. Could be see a bishop knight mate. Check. No. No. This is so dry. Moving the queen onto the other side of the king was ideal. How not to checkmate with a king and a queen. Up, now we're starting to show some signs. Several techniques here, very good. And Technique Q has played its part. I don't think that could have been any faster with the bishop, by the way. But I don't really think he needed his king. I feel like by playing the queen in here, he could probably rope him in to the quadrant of doom very quickly. All right, everybody, let's do it. Good old-fashioned throwdown. This was a D4 stream. We're supposed to get a Nimzowitsch Sicilian in for Lauren JW, who's no longer here. What happened to Lauren JW? Not even. We're not afraid of the Nimzo Indian, nor are we afraid of the Queen's Gambit. I really don't know what we could possibly be thinking. Whoops. So the early H6. I really do need to review my Karpov-Kasparov games again. Just to see what's going on here. Yes. Just to make sure there's no funny business. Do we just take it? Are we getting a pawn out of the deal? Is it a free pawn? It is not a free pawn, but we can go for more. Why not? Wow. Alrighty then. Nothing too fancy here. We're just going to take the rook. The isolated D pawn has fallen. D pawn down. White House down. D pawn down. Check. Oh yeah, why not? Let's just keep up the threats. Activate everything. Much as I would love to play Queen E6 and just take Rook, but we're going to use all of our pieces like a professional. We're going to attempt to use all of our pieces like a professional. Uh-oh, this is bad. No pre-moves. A little bit of work to be done on your Queen's Gambit Declined. The book I recommend by Quality Chess, if you like to play the Queen's Gambit Declined, is Nicholas Natyrlis's D4 D5. If I've got his name right. Nikolaus Natyrlis, D4 D5. Quite a good book. Definitely worthwhile. He also has E4 E5 for black. To me, easily the two most solid opening repertoires that you could never go wrong in. Ever. Basically, he's giving you the tools to become an international master. Both with E4 E5 and D4 D5. Peter Svidler, so many.
Oh ho, nice made John puzzle.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you for the reminder. There was a really good example of... This one should be a puzzle as well. I have to open up chess base 17. This one. Yep. And I also don't have enough finding pins. So, interestingly enough, what happened here? View. Oh, I see. Alrighty then, and then we're moving on to this one. Did I miss something here? No, I did not miss anything. So this position for the maiden one. Only because there's only one answer. And Ron knows how I like that. My Chessable holding. Closing chess base before we get into trouble for having it open. A la Andras Adorian. Not Andras Adorian, chess coach Andras. I mean, there's no way he was ever using chess base. Alright, Nimzowitsch, Sicilian. As requested by Lauren. Oh no. Classical Sicilian, Draken Sicilian, Nimzowitsch Sicilian. I am curious as to who will know the refutation of the Nimzowitsch Sicilian. It would be worth finding out. What is our opponent doing? I don't get it. Let's tag that pawn. And Almond of Truth. So there's no way that he's attacking on this side of the board, right? Or is he? Rook takes b2, bishop takes g7. Rook takes b1. Bishop takes f6, rook takes f1, and we're up in exchange. So rook takes b2. Rook takes b2. Knight takes e4. Knight takes e4, queen takes d2, bishop takes d2, or knight takes d2, bishop takes b2, bishop takes f8. It's still an exchange, right? That's very sad. So it's still an exchange. Should I have moved my rook off of f8 to make this combination work? It's unfortunate. Is there an attack on this side of the board at all? I don't think so. I feel like there's something going on, but I don't feel there's an attack on this side of the board. Not with my queen here, anyway. So e5, queen e5, bishop e6. All right. Am I willing to sack the exchange now? Probably not. Not unless I can get even more for it. Yes. Alright, it's time. It's time to evict. It is time to evict. Our opponent. In this position.
Pegasus Sway said, "Nice fork."
We're not done with him yet. And just for RonHei, we dive in there with the queen trap. That was pretty crazy. It was very close to forced. Did he have h4? He should have had h4. Let's look at it briefly again. The black is starting to become very, very much better. Yeah, knight f4 was a mistake. Knight to g4 was the right move. Queen h3? Like, knight takes f2? Knight takes e6? Nope, knight takes h3 check. Very cruel game this one is. Then queen f3, and he does get some counterplay, but he only loses a couple of pawns, or only loses a pawn on this deal. If knight takes e6, then knight e5. Ta-da! Saving and attacking at the same time. Yeah, this would be slightly good for black.
Said, in time and e5.
Right? That knight is a workhorse. And it just keeps getting worser and worser. Yeah, queen takes f4. It was not entirely forced. I forgot completely about queen takes f4. But at this point, is the queen trap forced? h4? h4, rook takes b2, and it's bad. Yeah, it's not entirely forced. Good maneuver to see, though. Let's roll the tape on this one. Oh wait, bishop h3. Does he have this move? He can escape this way too. So it wasn't entirely forced here either. Oh well, for a one mover, it's very clever. Now we're going to check chess space. And we're going to flip the board. Turn to our action. Decibel holding. Could be farming for tactics. We should be farming for tactics. I should be working on Chessable today. The school year is starting. I should really be working on Chessable today. I may have to forego the streams to work on Chessable. I have 440 exercises that are in Chessable that I need to really pound out. Why am I in first place? I do not deserve this. RonHei should be in first place. What happened to, oh, he lost to Steve Coogan. Is it Steve Coogan? Alexa, who is the actor that played Crocodile Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee is sung by Peter Best.
Okay, Alexa, who's the star of Crocodile Dundee?
Crocodile Dundee stars include Paul Hogan, Linda Kozlowski, and John Mayland.
Paul Hogan. Didn't Steve Coogan, wasn't he the Outback guy? I have this feeling that Steve Coogan, but he was just a comedian. Alexa, who is Steve Coogan?
Stephen John Coogan is an English actor, comedian and screenwriter. He is most known for creating original characters such as Alan Partridge, a socially inept and politically incorrect media personality, which he developed while working with Armando Iannucci and Chris Morris on The Hour and The Day Today.
I'm completely off. Completely off. So in this particular position, knight to d5, what does it get us? A quick bishop h6, a possible bishop e3. We just lost it. This was just a lemon, huh?
Darkblade said, Sensei, your game EE.
Ouch. Ouch. All right, Paul. All right, Paul Hogan.
Pegasus
We've got
Sway
you here.
said, is it wrong to play the move bh6 as white in the dragon when you have made 0-0 and not 0-0-0?
I don't think it can be wrong. I am a big believer in all of the moves working. Oh, interesting. This seems like it should be a relative walk in the pack. Right? It seems like it should be a relative walk in the pack. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Is this what he wants? Or is this what he gets? Rook takes. I am losing. That much is true, but I do have some pressure. I have accidentally protected my knight twice. And I have a third one to protect it, so it should be good. Gotta stop the check. There we go. Oh, I see. Feel like I have survived. Yes. Queen takes, knight takes, knight takes, knight takes. Where is the knight going? Oh, I see. The knight is not going. Oh, you're doing that to me. That was kind of you. That really was kind of you. Really? Oh no! That's tragic.
Darkblade said. Way A wasn't D2 they're winning.
Maybe. And I'm just lost. I'm as lost as Ron was. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's take a quick look at it. If we have another option here. Let's look at it with the analysis board since we have the engine. The engine analysis is coming up. 94 was a big blunder. All I had to do queen d8, queen c7. Literally, I'm just going to recapture on this square, but I had to cause problems for myself. Queen c7, yeah, that probably would have been more likely. Alright, so now we're back in the game. Rook on a to b8 first. Definitely. Queen e3. Queen d4. And I should play knight takes f2. But I got fancy. Now stuff gets very, very scary. Oh, rook to d4 straight away. Silly me. Rook to d4 straight away, and I just trade pawns. And then trade rooks. But he has the correct rook pawn. I'm not a big fan of this. Not a fan at all. So it looks like I have to trade the
Dark Blade
bishops.
said, "This crocodile guy made his AC.
Made his account today and played with a 2350 performance. If you wish to report him, I would not at all be surprised." No words. Or Dark Blade. Dark Blade, ladies and gentlemen. No words was here earlier. I didn't give him a shout out.
Inspired by Magnusfer said, "That S me not, it's not weird. My main ACC is 2250.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Your moves were relatively human to me. But I never report anybody. So someone else has to do the reporting. So back here was D2 winning. No, he always has this, as it turns out.
Not said,
Oh, here?
"Hello, I'm quite new to chess.
Not quite enough. How are you? Not alt. Not an alt.
Inspired by Magnusfer said, "You already blundered a lot in the middle game."
Oh yeah.
Inspired by
personally,
Magnusfer
I know how
said,
bad I am.
"I already."
Oh, you already blundered a lot in the middle game. I already blundered a lot in the middle game. Even king takes d4. Wow. It's just okay. Even king
Not
takes
the
d4
tunnel head
would be just okay.
said, "Why did they move the black pawn?"
Why did black move the pawn forward? I have a passed pawn. This is my candidate to become a passed pawn. Really, the blunder that turned it all around here in this particular position was not capturing a free pawn when I had it. I thought I could get cute
Dark
and
Blade
create
said,
passed pawn.
"Inspired by Magnusfer, do you mind if we play a game I wanna see for myself?"
Oh, we are done. Congratulations. Inspired by Magnus. Inspired by Magnus, please throw me a sub on YouTube, anyone, if you've not already. Those are my memorable games from the heyday when I could play well decades ago. Basically, I've been a master since 1989. And I think, even though I don't believe it's true, I think I've been told that my best games at the moment are behind me. My best stretches of
Pegasus
chess are
Sway
behind me.
said, Inspired by Magnus for not so sure didn't he play well against
No,
him,
he's
missed
a
an
good
easy
player.
win after a big mistake by him, not sure but don't do anything with cheaters, can't bear to waste time on these suspects. Inspired by Magnus for said, I have a 2,350 performance
Are you
busy
from
if
France?
I play 2,000 players in first 3 rounds.
Are you from France with the FR at the end of your name? Did we play at Blitz Society? Have we ever played at Blitz Society? I'm curious. I do have to look at
Inspired by Magnus for said, my main ACC is inspired by Magnus for.
all right. For those who are curious who have not yet looked it up. Oops. 1 R or 2s? Yes, 2 R's.
Inspired by Magnus
Nice to meet you, Othamain.
said, peak 2,200.
It seems reasonable. I play rather terribly on stream, on average. I think I was going to basically I appreciate you being in the Jason Statham fan. Who can go wrong with that? Nicely done. Just happened to catch my eye. Are you in Morocco? Master Chess Dojo, rapid and classical?
Inspired
No.
by Magnus for said, yes, Moroccan.
That is a beautiful place. Well, I don't necessarily know how beautiful because I've never been there. But, so yesterday, if anybody was going to accuse anybody, I was on fire. Although I didn't really have such opponents, I actually
Inspired
played
by
my heart
Magnus
out yesterday.
Said, also I started playing chess on 2023.
Nice. Even better. I'm rooting for you. Please give us a plug when you get your first title, or when you cap off something on TV. My last claim to fame, one of our chatters plays on Anna Cramling's string, plugs me as his main stream to watch. He doesn't watch that often.
Inspired by Magnus
And then plays
said,
an
Thanks,
Eric
man, and
Rosen
GG, good luck.
opening, or the Vampire
Dark
Chicken
Blade
opening, the England
said,
Gambit with
no
97.
cheers to that, I wish I had enough free time for that.
Right? But yeah, this was a great performance. I was a 24-31 performance yesterday. And I wasn't streaming, so it looks more sus, right? I was actually thinking that myself. Over here he goes, Master Chess, you're on fire. And at that moment I realized that I'm just being very lucky. On fire today,
Dark
Master
Blade
Chess Dojo.
said, Sensei, do you got time for a match?
Are you
Inspired
redeeming
by
a match?
Magnus for
I absolutely
said,
do have time for a
see
match.
you in the next tournament.
Absolutely. Namaste. Definitely give us, please give us a sub on YouTube. I appreciate it as well. I appreciate everybody who supports the channel on YouTube. That is the least expensive way you can absolutely support the channel.
Pegasus Sway said, understand that you are a really good player, John, and broadcasting live reduces the game strength, but enjoy your broadcast and your commentary.
Shaken, not stirred.
Round 1, fight!
Thank you so much, Inspired by Magnus. I do appreciate it. Othman. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Othman. Othman? In any event, yeah, no, I usually understand, but I apologize for anyone
Inspired by
you.
Magnus for said, yeah, that's right.
I apologize, but every time somebody new comes into the stream and kicks everybody's butt, there's always one person that has to question it, and it's not going to be me. because I'm very thankful because I advertise on Instagram, Twitter,
Inspired
Threads.
by Magnus for.
So I do expect
Thanks for
some ringers
following.
to come in. I do expect some ringers to come in. So you're getting the TTS. That's good. Now,
Inspired by Magnus for. Said. BTW, any advice to master the openings?
like I said, I actually learned through Chess Informant. The latest Chess Informants aren't quite as effective as that. So, for example, I was explaining to someone the other day that when I went through the almost 800 games in this volume, these are the best games of the last 4 months played by the best players in the world. Now, remind you, we watch them very passively on streams, so you watch them now, and you passively learn the openings on the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz, right? Or that another thing. But this only proposed the best games of a 6-month period back then. Then it became every 4 months. So literally it would go through every game. It's categorized by opening. It starts with the Birds opening, the English opening, then it works its way through the not A, let me just say it's A, B, C, D, E. And the A openings are all openings other than E4 and D4. So there's about like 100 or so plus games and all openings other than that. And I would literally play through games of good players, and you will learn so fast because you're going to pick up their pattern recognition and their transitions from the opening to the middle game across all openings. So A is usually the English opening, the Dutch opening, yada, yada, yada. Benko Gambit, modern defense, etc. Then you get into the B category and the C category. Those are E4 and E5 openings.
Dark Blade.
And then the
Said.
D and the E
Hydrated
opening.
sent channel points sent challenge.
Ah, thank you so much. Hydrated as well.
Inspired by
I didn't
Magnus
see it.
for. Said. I only spam Catalan and Scandinavian.
You only spam Catalan, Scandinavian. So when I played the Dutch against you, I avoided the Catalan. That's clever. Blacklist.
Inspired by Magnus for. Said. I absolutely hate the Dutch.
I actually have a very good record with the Dutch. You are one of the few that have gotten through.
Pegasus Sway. Said. Now remember why the suitcase was always heavy. These informants that you took with you in chess tournaments.
Exactly. In fact, Bobby Fischer was famous for that too. He would be carrying a cartload of informants, and he would write in the notes, like I would give anything
Dark Blade.
to.
Said. What was the command for the title I was caught lacking? Inspired by
hold on.
Magnus for. Said.
Update.
My FIDE stats with Catalan is 83 win rate.
An OG candidates match, 3+2. My God, this is going to be a battle. I love it. Copy. Are you doing it? I'll edit comment. Edit com. Edit com update. Alright. Let's see what he chose.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. Well, GTG to try make it to 2500 with the new ACC. Darkblade. Said. Oh wait, LOL, it's Blitz.
It is Blitz. Did you want me to refund you and you wanted to try again? That's what I was saying. A candidates match. I actually have to look at that thingamajiggy because that's quite expensive. You want me to refund you and you wanted Bullet, right? I believe you wanted Bullet.
Darkblade. Said. No, I wanted Blitz.
Oh, you did want Blitz. Good, good, good.
Darkblade. Said. My bullet rating is 2100, I ain't losing it.
What do you mean you're not losing it? You're not gonna lose to me. I need to change the stream title while I'm at it. I need the shortest possible. I actually prefer to not let anyone else change the stream title because it gets funky when I try to do it on a daily basis. Let's see. What should we do?
Said. Of course I'm gonna lose to you, I'm only good without the increment.
Why would that be? Why would that be? Why would your innate knowledge be that much better
said,
when you don't have time
BS
to
viewers
think?
On Hero Slot 88 Slotcom XBPE.
Yeah.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said.
We'll ban him.
I'm going to compete in the next Moroccan Championship for U20. Any advice for classical chess?
We're under 20. Nicely done. Basically, work on the process of making sure you don't underestimate your opponent's idea. Work on the process of candidate moves.
Said.
Calculation.
I was 1 second too late with the ban. I wanted that.
I'm sorry, I banned him. But basically, the candidate move process for everybody that doesn't do it, you scoop up all the good moves like you're panning for gold, and then you calculate based on the most important move first, and always keeping in mind where are the weaknesses, who has the safer king, what is the opponent's big idea, which are the worst placed pieces, things like that. You have to really, I would actually suggest that you write that down. If you really only did play in 2023, there's a chance that you are fairly good, but you just have to watch out for those attention to details in the interim. So basically, the attention to details are just making certain you don't overlook an idea by your opponent. You keep everything in mind. I'm looking forward to seeing you play in the Moroccan under 20. We do have it on our Discord, IRL. We share our IRL experiences in real life tournaments on occasion. So we have MD Knight Zero, Stefan Lum had an experience where he had
inspired by Magnusfer.
A rough opponent.
Said. Thanks, man.
No, I'm serious. Yeah, you've got this. You play really, really well. I am so jealous. When I was exactly your age, I was on this upward trajectory toward 2200, and I made it in my early 20s, early to mid 20s. Made it to 2200 because I had to move to New York to play the good opponents that allowed me to become
inspired by Magnusfer.
I lived in the Midwest where there were no good players.
I don't have a FIDE ELO, so if win it I may get 2100 or plus.
Well, you're easily
inspired
over
by
2000.
Said.
I believe theoretically you
ELO
should be
in
over
classical.
2000. The hard part is that your opponents get to see everything like you do in slower chess. So there is no confusing them. Like I confused myself in our captures and recaptures. I should have just taken on F2. I confused myself. I saw an idea, calculated getting a passed pawn, That's all I saw. I went for it, and then because it wasn't classical chess, I end up with a rotten position. In classical chess, I would have played knight takes f2. I would have calculated it through and seen bishop takes e4, bishop takes g6. What am I doing? Yada, yada, yada. So therefore, yeah, my strength is very different in classical chess. But interestingly enough, I do believe that your Blitz rating is approximately your real rating in IRL. Your rapid rating is almost always much higher than your IRL
Inspired
rating,
by Magnus.
because the opponents don't take it seriously.
Do you have an Instagram account?
Yes, I do. In fact, everything should be on the Dojo team page, but I'll put all the socials here. Yeah, just drop me a note. I don't always check the messages from non-followers. I need to turn on the air conditioning. Starting to get warm outside. Alexa, turn on Dojo.
Dark Blade.
If I'm going to be here a little bit longer.
BTWISNTA best out of 12 match race to 7 technically. Why was it 6 in the command?
Because that was not an OG. That was race to 6 in the mini matches. There are mini matches. Sub-bullet challenge. Just a sub-bullet challenge and a follower bullet challenge is a race to 6. Alright, let's see if I can do this for the stream title first. I don't think I need this.
Pegasus Sway said, yesterday on Offers Peel, inspired by Magnus for, said, let us make a new arena tournament. Dark Blade said,
thank you so much.
Is it title or something?
Othman.
Inspired by Magnus for, said, BTW I added you on Instagram.
Thank you so much. I'll get to that shortly. I don't usually go to my phone. In fact, I'm at 29%. What the heck? I was trying to charge it. It did not charge
Pegasus
in the bedroom. It was very hot.
Said, wow, 13 games. Dark Blade said, inspired by Magnus for tournaments are daily and pre-programmed. BTW inspired by Magnus for, said, AHHOK.
14 games actually, Pegasus. I beat Marstran after the clock. I couldn't beat him before the clock got me. I actually beat... I lost all of my rating points today, didn't I? So did we do it? We got that one. August? Oops. Wait a minute, what happened to our stream title? I wanted to see if I could fit it in here. August 19th.
Pegasus Sway said, first place now on Offer Spill.
Not me, no. Damn Viking still has me by about 20... by about 1,558 points. Because he got the Hussein bullet. Oh yeah, this one. Let me just point out, for those of you who are looking at what I'm looking at, the League Offer Spiel has rewards for another, 1,558 points. I actually asked my device. Basically, you get points for participating, playing Alekhines, Rue Lopez's, Scandinavians. The only opening I cannot seem to get is a Benko because no one plays d4 and c4 if they do play d4. Winning with a4 and rook a3. I can't remember what Brandon Jacobson called this opening because he beat Danya in a tremendous match with it. It was pretty embarrassing, I have to admit. He was basically banned out of disrespect. 10 pre-moves in a row, promoting 4 pawns in one game, etc. And then ultimately, I can no longer get this one because I missed the tournament last Monday. Completely forgot about it. So I'll play this again later. Mate with bishop and knight, etc. So if you are interested in the offer spiel events or looking at the standings.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. 10 pre-moves in row absolutely in bullet.
It isn't easy because your opponent's pre-moving. Every now and then when your opponent pre-moves before you can pre-move, they usually get you. So you really need a slower opponent. 10 pre-moves. But yeah, check out the offer spiel standings there in the last link. Quite
Dark
good.
Blade. Said. BTW Sensei, do you know the bishop knight checkmate? I never learned it. I'm even scared of queen versus rook.
Oh, I've done the bishop and knight checkmate quite often. Alright, we changed the stream title. All I need to know is a challenge from Darkblade. There he is. And we're off. Oh no. After the first 3 games, I am going to get coffee. We were making this a 1d4 stream, by the way. Unfortunately. So I can add it to the d4 repertoire. Playlist. Good luck, Darkblade. Good luck, Mr. Emperor. Alright, we're going for the 4 pawns attack. As recommended by Moskalenko in his aggressive 1d4 opening repertoire. But I actually trust the analysis of Visor, Anatoly Visor, in Beating the King's Indian and Grunfeld. Another great book. Beating the King's Indian and Grunfeld by Anatoly Visor. Visor has been playing this his whole life.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. I prefer Jobaba London against King S Indian setup.
I think if you prefer the Jobaba London, it really doesn't matter what your opponent does. You prefer the Jobaba London. So Moskalenko likes the move D takes E5 in this position. I have to watch out for dangerous pre-moves by my opponent.
Said. This is my first time trying the modern Don't Murder Me.
Oh, you're not in a modern
Inspired
anymore.
By Magnusfer. Said. You just go crazy with the King S side pawns.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the Jobaba London. I'm more of a Veresov person. In fact, there are 2 great books for you if you like the Jobaba London. And Martin's Play the Barry Attack. I believe this puts the bishop on F4, so this is a system that you would get. And still like this book by Laktavala. So both of these books, I have not yet cracked the covers on them because I've already studied these openings, but I've got more. Play the Richter Veresov Attack by Laktavala, and Play the Barry Attack by Andrew Martin. But honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this particular instance. I'm not sure whether Bishop E6 is better than FE6.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. Thanks a lot.
But yeah, because the Jobaba transposes across openings, like modern defense players get their stuff, so it's usually called the Barry Attack. Knight C3 and Bishop F4. The modern Knight to B5, etc. Yeah, the berry attack by Andrew Martin has a lot of Jobava complementary stuff. Alright, moment of truth. What do I wish to do against him? I wish to ask him to clarify his intentions. Fine.
Pegasus Sway said, "Is there a book titled How to Lose to London?"
I also have a pretty good record against the London. I'm sorry that I didn't have black against you, inspired by Magnus. So do you speak Afrikaans, Algerian? I'm trying to just... I don't get it. I have to see if this is a real thing. I must see if this is a real move.
Inspired by Magnus said, Arabic, French, English.
Yeah, but Algerian, I'm not sure where the borderline is, if Algerian is a language. I have to apologize in advance, inspired by Magnus. Americans are notoriously really, really not smart about other cultures and other languages, and I am partially a victim of that.
Inspired
Basically,
by Magnus said, not Algeria speaks Arabic as well.
Just gave away that one? Okay. Not sure why we gave away the bishop when we are down in material. If you're down in material, usually you want to avoid exchanging pieces. Alrighty then. Diving in. We need more defenders on the F4 bishop. Sorry, buddy.
Inspired by Magnus said, you had QC7.
Oh, that is true. I did have Queen C7, but it did look like everything was falling apart. 1 second while I... Please contribute to this edit comment. But our I just have the DOS key command, so I don't have to type it every single time.
Inspired by Magnus said, are you playing in the streamers battle arena?
I don't think I was invited, unfortunately. I am in that group, but I have to actually do something about it. Alright, where is it? Wait. There we go. How did I get white again? Are you asking for black every time, sir? I did not look. Basically, the rematch button ensures that we should be alternating colors.
Darkblade said, no, I'm not.
Okay. Yeah, always, I would just do the rematch, and it doesn't actually forfeit us or start the clock anyway. So we always have all the time in the world for the rematch button. Good luck, Darkblade. Game number 2 toward coffee. I'm going to run out just in time. Was it Dark Blade that always asked me why I ended up playing the French? And then he doesn't really play the French. He opts out into what I like to refer to a Don't Hurt Me opening. And now he transposed into the Veresov, where White has a lead in development. Oh, fine. I don't really like having to defend my d4 pawn with c3, but if I must... What? Namaste, sir. Namaste. I don't really want my pieces tied down. Can I play it that way? Or do I want to go all the way? Let's go all the way. Just going to try to play naturally good moves. Can I play that move first? Oh no, queen takes d1 could impair my playing ability. That would be bad. Queen takes d1 would impair my playing ability if I played d takes c6. Not an alt. What happened here? Oh, he didn't. Good. Alright, and we're off. This was our point.
Inspired by Magnus said, play a match against me once you finish with Dark Blade.
I have a reward request that he capitalized on. Interestingly enough. So he's getting Rook he's getting d4. So let's keep encouraging him. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the exchange sacrifices right. Not a good move on my part. His knight is defended. Number 1. Number 2. Oh, it does offset his knight a little bit. Maybe. Maybe this is okay. Alright. If we're going to loosen up something. Alright. Let's stop. You stopped me from playing c5. At least that much is true. Interesting. Can I step over now? I think I can. And now for something completely different. What are you threatening? Check, check, check. Check, check, check. I don't have a winning advantage in this endgame. So I am very much a Fischer believer, by the way. Fischer would not play into any variations where he did not already have an advantage. Alrighty. I am in trouble.
HSGVDVS said, hello.
Oh no, I lose. I lose. Yes, I do lose. If I'm not careful, I really just plain lose. Yeah, there's nothing going on here, folks. There's nothing going on here, folks. Nothing to see here. Move along. Toying with me. Instructional moment. This will be a boatload of rating points. I didn't plan on staying over 2100, but it would have been nice. Boo! So in any event, the instructional moment that happened here was that I was expecting c2, king to b2, a1, king takes a1, queen equals mate. All good. Yeah, the rematch command ensures that we alternate color. Nice work, Darkblade. Congratulations. I made a terrible decision there. I'm gonna have to work my butt off just to get every single rating point back, but I doubt that I can get them back. I don't think I'm gaining any rating points in this match. I've already jettisoned.
Darkblade said, I know the endgame with 2 pawns there. I somehow got spooked by 3 pawns, lol.
That's alright. You have to be in it. That is worth clipping, by the way. We were staying with c5, I think, against e4.
Said, hello John the First recently gained over 100 rating points by winning against 3 A-class players and am now 1,750.
Wait a minute, that wasn't this weekend. The Millennial Chess Festival wasn't this weekend, was it? Todd has been in contact with me. He came out of nowhere. I'm very happy to say. He hadn't messaged me in a long time. Maybe he just wasn't checking his DMs. That's interesting. All right, I can be bought off. I can be bought off. I can be bought off and paid for. For some reason, I knew that Cyber Elf did not have.
Ron Burnett was there and lost to a 1900.
For whatever reason, I knew that Cyber Elf did not have castling in him. And this knight should be trapped, right? So what's the material count here? What happens on Queen C2? Queen C2 might be the story, though. Don't believe everything I say. Queen C2. We're taking a 5-minute break for coffee. So Cyber Alpha Piso, I am so happy to see you. I appreciate all the work you do in keeping me informed of Nashville chess tournaments, because the Nashville Chess Center is very close to my heart. If you have not been to the Nashville Chess Center,
do you know Brian Smith?
Yes, I remember Brian Smith as a youngster, long before he ever had any titles. Not unlike, I think he's the same age as Kostya, Mark Arnold, maybe David Pruess. So here we are. Wait, is it 1-1 or 2-1? It's 2-1. Let's just see here. Knight e5, Queen a5, Queen c5. Oh, it really is that bad. So if Queen c2. I capture, you capture, and I get to play. Queen takes. And there's just nothing here. Right? Is it still 5 points? That was my plan anyway, but for whatever reason, I thought you still had Queen a4 check. Alright, quick break. Quick break. Find out how my wife is getting to the train station. Make sure that I don't have to break for that. Coffee.
Cyber Elf Elpizzo said, I won against him in the final round playing the Leonhardt Gambit and found an exquisite knight sacrifice on move 25 that functionally ended the game.
Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. I would love to see that game. Put it in the IRL. my smartwatch alarm was going off, and it was bothering everybody. And just in case, back. Where is it? 15 minutes per side. 3. 2. I'm going to take black because I had 2 whites. Wait, no! It's casual. Why would it be casual? I never challenge anybody casual.
Cyber Elf Elpizo said, I posted a link to my blog entry about the best game against Brian in the general channel. It has annotations and 3 screenshots.
Okay, good. I ended up with black anyway. Nice. Awesome job, Cyber Elf. The blog entry I will take. So this is the 4th game of the match and the 2nd black. Interesting. Just giving up the E5 square. Let's go this way. Let's go this way. I really do appreciate this experience check. And now for something completely different. Let's just continue. It's the reason why our pieces are on this side of the board. Really? That was interesting. Did not expect that.
Inspired by Magnusfer said, Cyber Elf Elpizo OTB chess.
Yes, over the board chess indeed. I am so happy to have you here, Inspired by Magnus. Although Ron and I and a handful of other players have been very strong in the stream, we do have Pillsbury and a handful of other players. This seems like the logical move. By the way, I am trying not to do this on stream so that I can have kid-friendly.
Cyber Elf Elpizo said,
streams.
Yes, OTBIRL classical.
Oh, there's our alarm again. I was waiting for it to go off again. I heard that it was going off.
Inspired by Magnusfer said, I got 1,751 the first time in repeat. I played a tournament recently and got 32. Darkblade
nice
said, Sensei, you challenged me down a knife.
What?
Darkblade said, I thought something was wrong. I thought something was wrong.
And it's still casual. Yeah, you're right. It's still casual. All right, wait a minute. Hold on. My settings are all wrong.
Said, I started around 1,300 back in 2017.
Did I play someone down a night in 15x? That's so weird, right?
Darkblade said, it's from the time of Leilanides.
Leilanides. Ah. so it remembered my setting. I see. Alright, sorry everybody. My wife is going to be so upset. By the way, my wife does need a lift to the train station. It is not that bad outside, interestingly enough.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. While you may have experience with OTV chess, I started playing chess for a year and a half, so no experience whatsoever.
Oh, I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed with your progress. Uh-oh. Bishop e3 is not one of the main lines against the classical.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. The Gotham chess effect.
The Gotham chess effect. Nice. I know Levy. Levy's a good kid. Levy is a good kid. I've known him his whole life. Amazingly enough. Can I go queen b6? Yeah, let's go with queen b6. We'll see if our weaknesses are relatively apparent. Can we? And now, going for the hook. We're continuing with the hook. Just grabbing a traditional space advantage. I was a little bit worried about that. That much is true. Takes, 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 takes. Oh, that's a bummer. Very much a bummer. What in the world? Something's wrong with this picture, folks. Something is indeed wrong with this picture. And now for something completely indifferent. Can I do it this way? And this way? Removing the defender of e5 looks like a good tactic. We are 2-1 one ahead at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Gotham Chess Effect. I thought it would be the... So what stream did you watch on Levy's that got you into it? I am curious. I'm just going to pretend like you did not attack me. I am going to defend. I'm going to pretend like you did not attack me. Uh-oh. I think I managed. To simplify this position with the outside pass pawn just enough.
Inspired by Magnusfer.
Oh no, now I saved my pawn.
How many games left in this matchup?
That's a good question. I do have a back rank problem here. What is his threat? I don't see a threat necessarily. I almost pre-moved the other. This is a D4 stream. So it's best of 7. I mean, best of 12. Oh, I should have played Knight C3 because we have Inspired by Magnus here. Not inspired by Gotham? Really? Not inspired by Gotham.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said.
Did you
Well,
redeem the rewards? Hold on here. Over here. Mark as complete. I'm not going to mark it as complete yet. The reward request. The pin on this knight is rather pesky, I have to admit. Alright, now I'm going to give up on it. I'm going to give up on the tactics. Whoops. Thank you very much. This is all part of the plan, folks. All part of the plan. Speedy development are us. Let's do it. Speedy development are us. I may not have time for more than one match, even if you do have the reward points to do it. I'm afraid. Very, very afraid. Did I play to H4? No. I was thinking H4, H5 would have been a good way to go.
Cyber Elf Elpizo said, I am inspired by Roman Jinzikashvili. He played everything.
He did play everything. He was a beast. So that's interesting. Fine. I guess I have to go this way. Knight takes, queen takes, bishop takes. Queen takes. Roman was amazing. Did you see that game earlier? I was checkmated on the e4 square. My king was on e4. It reminded me of the old Roman Jinjashvili games where Roman would ask, "Oh no, you do have a check. What does it mean?" What does it mean? His squares are so weak. Let's just step out of the way here. Threatening to threaten. All of his squares are so weak, I don't know what to do with them. Maybe rook f1. Maybe I should have just taken on f6 and played rook f1. That might have been the simplest. So yeah, I'm a bit older than many of those guys. I'm probably a bit older than Jesse Cry, but I am not a part of the Chess Dojo live group.
Inspired
Before
by
I
Magnus
go,
said, "Imagine Gotham Chess making a V idea about me after winning the U20.
Living the dream. Living the dream. Alrighty. And now for something completely indifferent. I need to know where you're going. I do. I need to know where you're going, sir. Captain. Captain.
Inspired by Magnus said, "A dream but not for long." Inspired
I'm
by
rooting
Magnus
for you. I cannot wait.
said, "Hopefully."
This is exactly what we're here for in this particular dojo. This is all just training and fun for Beauvais. Can I? I don't know if I can. Go ahead, make my day. Oops. At least we're gaining time on that one. Wow. Moment of truth. Mm-hmm. And now for something completely indifferent. I don't know if this is going to work. But it has to.
Inspired by Magnus said, "What the solution of misplaying winning positions?"
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, misplaying winning positions? Wise guy. Can I do it that way?
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. All the games I lost OTB I had winning positions in them. Cyber Elf Elpizzo. Said. I thought his statement was pretty clear.
What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say, sir? Oh no. Oh no. What are you trying to say? Oh no, now the ever so annoying 0.5. Wait, is that true? No, that's not true, is it? Hold on here. What is the score here? We had one aborted game, which should not appear. Oh no.
Darkblade. Said. Alekhine had NC7 in the end Noog.
Oh, so it is 3.5. You had NC7. Yes, you did. You actually had another move here too, I thought. You literally could have played Knight C7 now. There's like literally almost nothing I can do.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. Yup, you missed that.
I think so.
Cyber Elf Elpizzo. Said. Sounds like someone needs to brush up on their end games. Darkblade. Said. 4 seconds is scary.
But it's never actually 4 seconds. You always have 2 seconds.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. Not with increment.
Not with increment, exactly. That's why every game that we play in the dojo has increment of some sort. Either 1 + 1 for the bullet, 3 + 2, or 5 + 5. So it is actually
Darkblade.
3.5, 1.5.
Said. Yeah, but I had to find it in like a total of 10 seconds.
The real
Darkblade.
trick was that
Said.
you just
Because
didn't.
I had to play something without losing.
I suppose so. I suppose so. All right, now we play this.
The Orin. Said. Ayo.
It is interesting. What in the world?
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. This match is taking forever. I played 3 games and came back and still none reached 5 PTS.
It is taking forever. It is most certainly taking forever.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. I've seen safer rooks before.
That was interesting. Was it still just an exchange? It's very annoying. Oh no, I should have played Knight C2. That was what I should have played. Darn it. I should have played Knight C2. The second rank is my friend. My only friend, the end. All right. Oh, you're playing that? Fascinating. Did not think about that very much. Dragon Emperor is cleaning my clocketh. He really is. He is cleaning my clocks. Every now and then we get lucky. It was a fork. I'm so sorry. What? How do I do this? Oh no, I was trying for another Rosen trophy, sir. I really was. I wanted a pawn mate. D4 stream. Gotta remember, this is a D4 stream. That's how we got into the French. If your opponent wishes to play the Dutch, let him. And now for something completely different. All right, fine. As much as I don't like it. Primarily because well, that's interesting. How's he getting that one back? He does get e5 in. That much is true. But we're going to try to get rid of one of his bishops. Uh-oh. Trouble is brewing. It looks like I picked up a pawn. Don't want that pawn to go away. Now we need to cement his bishop as being bad. Bad, 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 bad bishop. Open file. Give him a checkup. Gain time on the bishop. Moment of truth. Wise guy. Very annoying. I have been able to throw away these positions better than most. Scared me. I thought he had C2 for a moment.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. RA1 wins for black.
He didn't see Rook A2. No, he saw Rook A2 wins. Rook A2 does well for black.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. Now c2.
Well, then bishop takes.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. bc2.
So this is Christmas. Yes, it is the wrong colored rook's pawn. Can I do it that way? The 3 pawns, I'm going to actually illustrate the same thing.
Dark Blade.
Maybe I could have
Said.
stalemated.
I was so close there. Dark Blade.
Maybe.
Said. What did I miss?
What did you miss? Let's take a look.
Said.
Oh yeah, we got our knight off sides. I think by the time your knight fell off sides, you were in trouble. Like here, f5 is a hugely anti-positional move. You should really never play f5. No f-pawn. According to Ben Feingold, he's absolutely correct. I taught together with Ben Feingold in the late 1990s. He came to New York City and he lived, and I think he was between marriages. And then you were down a pawn. But you missed rook a2. Where was it? In this position here? I thought you had rook a2. And I can't stop c2 trapping my rook, right? So there says, it claims that there's something here. But how do I stop this pawn? I'm not checking the engine, right? Alright, I do have to run my wife to the train station, but
Dark
I don't
Blade.
necessarily know.
Said. I had to play re8 not d8 it.
It was a draw? After rook e8? How does this change anything? This seems like it's better.
Dark Blade. Said. In the end there's c2.
Ah, yes, in the end there's c2 indeed. And you pick up my pizza. So you get my
Inspired
you get the
by
bishop back.
Magnusfer. Said.
But wait a minute
Yeah, now
now.
when
And there's still c2. You're absolutely right.
Dark Blade. Said. Fun fact is I wanted to play re8 and slip to d8 and I knew something would go wrong.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, one more time. Oh, we're playing a Sicilian stream. And we're playing the Nimzowitsch in honor of Lauren, because he has had a really, really good game in all of these.
Inspired by Magnusfer. Said. So one more win to end the match, right?
One more win ends the match indeed. But I do have to run though. This is a reward request, by the way. It is a channel point reward request. So, without the channel point reward request, what am I concerned about here?
Paulie said, "Hi Master Chess Dojo."
Namaste, Paul. How are you? This was all part of the plan. To shift gears toward that side of the board.
Paulie said, "I am licking my wounds after a disappointing tournament on Saturday."
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What in the world is going on? Knight takes, bishop takes. Looks like I have to castle. It's really sad. He does get the e5 square though. Or does he? He does not get the e5 square. Because there's too much stuff hanging. He says too many weaknesses. Interesting. That didn't seem to help. Did it? Oh, it did help. Oh. Where's my phone? There it is. I'm gonna need 7 minutes, then I can run you. You're not gonna be late to work. Mindset. All right. Tis. All right. I love you. Talk to you in a minute. Bye. Whew. He missed knight e5. I escaped knight e5, which is good. Whoa, what's that all about? Give him these two strong pawns in the center. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Darkblade.
Darkblade
Final
said, "Ouch."
Alright, if you have the channel point rewards request, I have to run my wife to the train. This is an official coffee break.
Paulie said, "Never apologize for mating your opponent."
We're gonna watch Lead Chess TV. Respectable chess here, Blitz. I'll be back. Bye.
Polly said, I'll take a breakfast break while you are taking a coffee break. Darkblade said, Summer really took a toll. I had chances in at least 3 games that I threw.
We missed the train. By that much, we missed the train. It was my fault. It's not summer, but it is the fact that we do need to play chess on a regular basis. So even though it was summer, you still had to schedule a small amount of time, which is why I arranged these streams in the first place. Because basically, I don't know how we're going to make any headway here. Bishop c6. No, bishop c6, so you can play king e3. Yeah, it's not happening.
Dark Blade said, Sensei, I'm not even scheduling my studies properly, much less chess.
No, it's a habit. Scheduling things has to become a habit. Absolutely must become a habit. That was craziness, I admit. So, where were we? We are on inspired by Magnus. Basically, we have the channel point reward requests for the follower bullet challenge and the follower Blitz challenge. I have to look to see what they are. I can't actually remember what they are, honestly. I know it was 6,000 for a race to a best of 12. There's sort of a discount there. And then it's 1,000 for the bullet challenge, I believe. So the follower bullet challenge is 2K. The sub bullet challenge is 1K. I should change the reward request to 1,999 just so it looks like the sale price, right? 1995. Become a VIP for 150K. Championship best of 24 is 10K. Yeah, that makes sense. Puzzle streak. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So here's a forced mate in 3, 4. Forced mate in 4. Rook e1, rook h1, queen f1, queen g2. And here it looks like it is almost checkmate in 1.
Inspired by Magnus for.
But it's checkmate in 2.
Are we playing the match or what?
Reward request. Reward request. He redeemed a reward request for 6,000 channel points. So it does slow things down just a little bit. You redeem stretch? Oh, but the stretch. The stretch is also a productive stretch where I get to put away some books. I'm going to put away Informant number 49 from 1990. I am working on most of these. Digler N, the best games at Digler N.
Dark Blade.
The Moscow Chess Challenge.
No, listen, there's a request for an odd candidates match. Darkblade said, "You need to redeem that in order to play a match."
Yeah, because I don't play individual games with
Inspired
viewers.
by
I
Magnus
only
for
play rated games.
said, "Let us play a match."
I would love to play a match. But even RonHei has redeemed his matches as much
Inspired
of a
by
VIP
Magnus
as he
for
is.
said, "I didn't understand yet." Darkblade 512
So let's see. Beating the King's Indian, fighting the King's Indian. Oh, I actually have to have it
Darkblade
right here. I was
said,
using it with a student, even
if
though I
you
didn't
scroll
break the
down
book.
there you'll see it.
There are a lot of reward requests, that's for sure. Beating the King's Indian and the Benoni I'm going to keep, by the way. Beating the King's Indian and the Benoni I'm going to keep for students. And then I have a lesson in 2 hours on California time. So what's happening here? Rook takes, bishop takes. How about if we save our queen first, and then we take the queen?
Inspired by Magnus for said, "Oh, I already wasted all of my points in random ones."
Oh no!
Darkblade said,
Well, it
"It's
does
near
take
the bottom
time.
and it says odd candidates match. It costs 6k channel points." Inspired by Magnus for said, "Only 90 left." Darkblade
No, it does
said,
add up. Basically,
"I refunded some."
There you go. But yeah, hang on to those for the most part. Honestly, if you... So the really great thing about the channel point rewards, I don't know if you see how Levy is always bothered by sus users, right? And because he's bothered by sus users, it is because people come in and play one-off games. And honestly, I could care less if anyone cheats,
Darkblade
by the way, in a casual
said,
game.
"For reference, I have 192k channel points. 6k is nothing special." Inspired by Magnus for said, "How about the hero request with 800?
No, that's not going to do it. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Inspired by
the thought.
Magnus for said, "Darkblade 512 me 400.
Should I? Does this work? It looks like it should work, but what does it really do?
Darkblade said, "Hero request lets you choose a first move."
Or I think hero request I should rephrase that to an opening system or structure. I think that's the best way to go about it.
Said, "Now Darkblade 512 is making me feel bad. I have only 108 4k channel points." Darkblade said, "I should use it once to make Sensei play e4 e5 against me."
That's not a consolation for me. I would answer e4 with e5 any day of the week, but the irony is that I have to play. I'm trying to be very thematic.
Inspired by Magnus for said, "Darkblade 512, can you send 6k for me?"
All right. But meanwhile, no, there will be another chance. Trust me. I just need to figure out what's going on here.
Darkblade said, "Unfortunately there's no sense system as far as I know, but I can sponsor your match if you want, but not today. Let Sensei rest."
Thank you, Darkblade. I do need to do some work. I wanted to do some instructional YouTube streams, but then as I was talking to Ron earlier, I have massive amounts of work to do on my Chessable book before school starts. And I'm behind so many positions before school starts. It's crazy. It's not cool. I'm behind about 400 positions on my Chessable book. And I have other Chessable books that I want to move forward to. So it's not working.
Inspired by Magnus for.
But
said,
inspired by Magnus.
ALR then no problem.
Thank you so much for being here. I will see you again soon. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. I'm not going anywhere. I've been doing this
Your lucky
every
school
single
has
day.
already started in some states.
Right? Just going to take a quick peek. I believe that I have produced let me take a quick peek. 800, 900 videos, I believe, but I'm not sure where I am. How many total videos do I have? I believe it tells me somewhere that I have 902 videos of its, and not all are instruction, but it's pretty incredible. I'm just thankful that I was able to maintain my lead, and I will stream this afternoon the offer spiel bullet. Where's the offer spiel bullet? I am a team leader in this, the offer spiel bullet. Meanwhile, I want to thank everyone for being here. There is a brand new French Bishop chess cast out. The latest one I am relatively proud of. We're keeping it to 45 minutes / less than an hour, and we're trying to do it, basically. We're trying to do it our best.
Paul E. said, I listened to the one about cheating.
Yeah, that was my worst microphone. Oh my god, that was my worst microphone moment ever. There was a random episode, round 3 or 4, where I had a different microphone problem where my gain was off.
Said, Paul 1E4 how is the computer stuff going by the way?
Unrecognized command raid. I didn't manage to raid Zax. I can't flash raid. What's going on here? I'm not able to raid. Very good. All right, now we're in business. Thanks everyone for being here. Jack Sarkisian from Australia
said,
lovely
Dark
fellow.
Blade 512 I haven't been hassled by Twitch this month, otherwise it's fine.
It's great to see you, Paul. Dark Blade, namaste. This stream is sponsored by the amazing power of Chess Informant. Another one that I do love for you, for your strength. For your strength, these have lesson games really nicely where you can learn from these moves. 2 books that are for sale on Chess Informant. Positional Sacrifice in Modern Chess and Secrets of Positional Sacrifice in Modern Chess. These 2 books have amazing sections. If you can imagine, a half a dozen positional queen sacrifices in each book. A positional queen sacrifice. Not for checkmate, but just to have the better position. Think Magnus Carlsen when you think about material imbalances. So a lot of these have just that. Basically, pawn sacrifices, exchange sacrifice chapters, and at the end of every game, what you should have learned. Positional piece sacrifices. In any event, I did not roll the ending credit screen. Let's get it up in the last 8 seconds. Namaste for the new subscription. I will let it roll for a bit. Cheers and ciao. Thank you all. Ira Chess, thank you for the follow. Inspiration.